Hello guys, welcome back to a brand new YouTube video. Today, we'll be doing a career mode, and we'll be doing it on Tottenham Hotspur. This team is way better than I expected. I thought the ratings would be much lower, but there could still be a few more improvements. And I think one of the main improvements we need is a new left CDM. First off, he's not even a CDM. He's a centre midfielder. And he's just the worst player on the team. And he won't grow as much since he's 27. So we'll get a new CDM to replace Bentancur. Alright guys, so we've signed Sandro Tonali from Newcastle, putting in Bentancur in 50 million. I think Tottenham would be perfect for him, since he just needs a fresh start after that 10-month ban. So we'll put him in the team. He's already there. So this team looks a lot better, but we'll definitely need a new striker to replace Richarlison. And we need to also convert Kulusevski to a cam, since he's a right mid at the moment. But that's fine. So we'll get a new striker to replace Richarlison. Alright guys, so we've made a huge transfer. Yes, I mean huge. He's 6'3". We've signed Dusan Vlahovic from Juventus, putting in Richarlison in 30 million, which is an absolute bargain. Richarlison was only worth about 30 million. So we'll put in 30, so it made it 60 million. And that means it was around 60 million. We've still got 50 million left. So we might upgrade the squad depth. I know he's 19, but no, isn't he kind of old? Nah. Alright, we'll get a new backup goalkeeper, since he is really old. Anything goes wrong, so we'll just keep him right here. And now this bench looks amazing. Werner's on loan, which is kind of sad, but the team looks really good. So this will be his team for the first season. And this is just incredible. So we'll see it in January to see how the team's doing. Alright guys, so we've made it to January, and it looks like the team has done really well. I'm expecting us to be first in the league. We are second, 1 point behind Liverpool, which isn't bad. Man City 6 points behind us, so I think we should get first or second. West Ham in 7th and Everton in 6th. So unrealistic. Arsenal in 9th. Man United in 12th, that's kind of realistic. Aston Villa in 16th. Alright, kind of realistic down the bottom, but still not realistic. Now let's see what the team looks like. Son has went down, but the rest of the team has went up, and Vicario's injured. Well, it was lucky that we bought him, because he can do the job for us, while Vicario's injured. And the bench has gotten better as well. They have him on the... So the bench looks incredible as well. So we'll see at the end of the season to see how this team is doing. Alright guys, so we've made it to the end of the season, and this team looks... it looks incredible how we've done. Alright, we've won the league. Liverpool have managed to bottle it against City, and we win by 8 points. Incredible. So we'll see how we've done in the FA Cup. Arsenal won that, and we got bet by Liverpool in the quarters. I can't believe Barnsley made it to the same point as us, so then they managed to lose on penalties. Man City win the Carabao Cup, and we go up to Man City. Super Cup won, and that we were in the Europa League, and Porto won that against Man United. That match was 3-3 was it like a week ago? I think, when the drew 3-3 due to Harry Maguire's a goal. We'll go out to Hoffenheim, huh? Now, let's see how the team looks. I think it'll look really good. Son is back up to an 87, which is good. Now, this team looks so good. So good. 86 rated for Van de Ven. Like, this team just looks so good. Solanke should be here. I don't know why we haven't got 9 substitutes, but doesn't really matter. So we'll see you. No, we can see the top scorers because I always manage to forget them. I'm really sorry about it. Son, 35 and 9. And it looks like James Maddison got most assists with 21. Let's see who's the top scorer in the Prem. I've never even checked this before in this game, so I don't actually know how to do it. Kai Havertz and Phil Foden, with Son getting 20. We better have gotten assists. Yes, we have. James Maddison, 16. Now, how is Foden getting second in the assists and top scorer? That's just crazy. Clean sheets. How is Eleno getting 12? And Robert Sanchez getting 13. So where is... Oh, why not it? Because Vicario was injured. Damn, yeah. Now I don't care about that, but Fulham getting both of them. So we'll see you in Season 2. Alright guys, so we're in the second season. Now I think we should get a new CDM. I know he's 22, 83 rated, but I think he'd be good on the bench for Spence. So we'll get a new CDM. Like a more young and experienced player. So we'll get a new CDM. Alright guys, so we've signed Eduardo Camavinga from Real Madrid for £100 million. He's 85 rated. He is a centre midfielder in game, but we'll change him to a CDM. 22 years old, 85 rated. And we'll sell Basuma. He's 27 years old, 80 rated. I don't really need him. And we'll also sell Hojbjerg. Looks like why would we need him? He's like 28, 29. And that. So, this will be the team for the second season, sorry. And this team looks really good. I think we could be a top contender for the Champions League with this team. So we'll sim to January to see how we're doing. We've made it to January. And we've sadly lost to Arsenal, but the Champions League looks good. And we did draw to Fulham, so let's see how we're doing in the league. We're in 5th. We won the league last season. West Ham's in 1st. I know they're not going to win it, but I think we can win it still. Now let's see how the team's doing. Alright, we're doing really well. And I forgot to make Camavinga a CDM, but it's fine. Kulusevski's the lowest rated player in the team. And this team just looks so good. Son has 83 pace. Well, this team looks really good. So let's sim to the end of the season to see how we're doing. Alright guys, we've made it to the end of the season. And it looks like we've done absolutely awful. We beat Nottingham Forest and we'll lose 3-0 to Newcastle. Now draw to Aston Villa. Now we'll lose 2-0 to Fulham. Oh, I got 1st in the league still. Let's go. West Ham bottled it and got 7th. And now let's see the team. And for some reason, it won't let me convert Camavinga to a centre mid. So he's just going to be a super sub for Saw. Saw probably played most of the games anyway, since Camavinga wasn't registered as a centre defensive midfielder. I'll show you. When I click it, there's no CDM here. And now let's see the stats. Vlahovic, top scorer, 25 and 1. Heung-min Son, 22 and 12. Klosevski, 12 and 12. Madison, only 5 assists. Crazy. And we'll see the player stats. Isak, 28 goals, really good. Fulkrug in second. He's normally up there, I don't know why though. Haaland only 18. Gavi 18 as well. Now how about assists? Son was second. Clean sheets, Vicario tied first. But how's Onana getting it? That's so unrealistic. Red cards, Haaland. Why has everyone else got 1 though? And Haaland's got 3. And now that. So we'll see. Alright, yeah. Let's see how we're done in Community Shield. We'll lose to our biggest rivals, Arsenal. FA Cup. Man City win it. Or probably got knocked out by Man City. Are we getting out? We got knocked out to Swansea. How about Carabao Cup? How we're not there? We've got to be here somewhere. Let's check round 3. Alright, so we're around here. We've got better for Liverpool. That's fine. So we'll go to the 3rd season. Alright guys, so you've signed Benjamin Sesko from Liverpool, putting in Heung-min Son and £60 million. I think this is an excellent deal. He's 86 rated as well, and it's like 10 years younger. So that's perfect. And he's in the team, and it looks fantastic. 88 pace, 86 shooting, and 6'5". So I think that's us done for the season. So let's see how we're doing in January. Alright guys, so I've made it to January, and this team hasn't done very well, it looks like. So let's see how we're doing. Alright, so in round 4 against Everton, we're 9th in the league. Alright, we're not going to win the league, I know that as a fact, but I think we can maybe scrape a top 4 position. We're only 6 points below Liverpool, who are in 4th. So let's see what the team looks like. This team looks far better than last season, mainly because Sesko has went up in his rating. Camavinga is higher rated, but Sarr is just better. So we'll sim to the end of the season to see how we're doing. Alright guys, so I've made it to the end of the season, and it looks like we've won the FA Cup, so that is very good. And it looks like we're lost in the semi-finals in the Champions League to FC Barcelona. And we did get 3rd in the league. And Man United have bottled it to their rivals, Man City. I wouldn't really call them their biggest rivals, but let's see. Wow, this team looks so much better. I think for next season, we need a new... Now, we don't really need to replace anyone. I might get a... Let's see... left or right midfielder for the bench. I don't know why left mid and right midfielder, but it just suits well. So we'll get a new left or right midfielder next season. And that'll be season, I think it's 4. Yes, season 4. Alright guys, so in the 4th season, and the game has given us 9 substitutes again. So we're still going to get a new backup left midfielder. And maybe a backup, let's think, maybe a backup right winger. No, backup cam. So we'll get a backup left mid and a backup cam. So we have signed Alberto Moreira from Fulham for £60 million. He's 82 rated, 23 years old. Now let's put him in the team. Now this bench looks really good. We've got a 90 rated player on the bench. So we'll get a new cam to put, and we'll put Archie Gray on the reserves. I know he's young, but like, he just needs to learn that he needs to step up his game to get a higher overall in FIFA, to get used more often. Alright guys, so I've made a huge transfer. Valencio Lopez from Man United for £135 million. And he's a bench player. He is 85 rated and 19 years old. He might actually be able to replace Maddison soon. So let's put him here and just look at this bench. Next season, if we don't win the Champions League, we'll definitely be getting a backup centre-back and left-back. So it can be a full 80 rated bench. And like maybe if the game just randomly switches it back to 7 substitutes, we'll already have an 80 overall substitute. So we'll see in January to see how the team is doing. Alright guys, so we've made it to January. And Nottingham Forest beat us on the first day on January. So that's a shame. And we are still in both cups. And Liverpool did beat us on the 23rd. So let's see where we are. We're in the Carabao Cup final. Not yet though. We're first in the league by 3 points. I think we can definitely win the league. So let's see how we're doing in the Champions League. We're in the playoffs against Athletic Bilbao. And we got 9th. Which I think is just in the playoffs. Because I think it's like first to top 8 get to go straight to the round of 16. But 9 to like 24 or something play in the playoffs. And how did Real Madrid get 23rd? And Atalanta getting 34th. Damn. So let's see what the team looks like. Kulusevski. James Maddison's got a red card and this team looks so good. And I definitely need to renew the contracts because I might be going. I don't even care if they leave. Our team's just so good. And I think we might make it to the Champions League final this season. So we'll sim to end this season to see how we're doing. Alright guys, so we've made it to the end of the season. And we've made it in the Champions League final against PSG. We bet Villarreal in the semis. I don't know how they even made it there. And we beat Man City in the quarters. And we barely beat AS Monaco in the round of 16. So we're in the Champions League final against PSG. So let's see how we do in this final. I think we should win this. Now we should for sure win this. We destroy them 2-0. So guys, let's see how we're done in the Premier League and in the other competitions. Got first in the Prem by 1 point. Lucky. Community Shield, we won that. FA Cup, we won that. Carabao Cup. Southampton was in the final, but we get bet off City. Just so. So, alright guys, thank you so much for watching this wonderful video. Please like and subscribe this video. And we'll see you in the next rebuild. Goodbye.